Renee's ASMR, and in today's video I wanted to do something really special that you will likely never see again. In case you couldn't tell, it's pretty dark in my room today, and that's because it is currently, as of right now as I'm recording this, it is 3:19 a.m. Now, I have watched my fair share of ASMR videos that were like, ASMR, it's 3 a.m. and you're still awake, why are you still awake, blah blah blah. I've seen plenty of those, but I've never actually been like, oh, it's 3 a.m. and I am still awake, I can't go to sleep. I've never had that happen to me before, where it's 3 a.m. and I still can't go to sleep. Typically, if I'm awake this late or early, depending on how you really want to think about it, normally when I'm awake at this hour, it's by choice. In fact, I've only ever stayed up this late or early 3 times before, and it was always with friends. I've never been awake like this alone. And I know why I'm still awake. It's because I got very unlucky, and on the same day that I ran out of melatonin D that I always drink before bed, on the same day that I ran out of it, I also happened to stop taking NyQuil because I've been sick and coughing recently, so I stopped taking NyQuil. And if you don't know, NyQuil contains some sort of chemical that makes it like a sedative that makes you tired and sleepy. And so if you combine that with, I'm typically very stressful about sleep, just combine all those things and you get a very unlucky mixture. And I'm now sitting here at almost 3:30 a.m. and I'm wide awake. That's the most confusing part of it all. I don't feel tired in the slightest. I feel ready to take on another day, but we'll see if this feeling lasts. It's said that staying awake for 24 hours straight is equivalent to being mildly intoxicated. But I don't think so. I'm not getting that vibe. I'm honestly probably gonna, when I'm done recording and uploading this video, I'm probably just gonna go out onto the table, outside of the room in the main area of the house, and work on some driver's ed questions. Maybe one day, when I can drive in a couple of years, you'll be seeing me doing a mukbang, however you want to pronounce it. An ASMR video where I eat some McDonald's that I picked up at the drive-thru. And also, please excuse my stomach rumbling, which it's done 3 times in this video. Back when I thought that I was just going to be staying up pretty late, but still getting to go to sleep, I ate 3 granola bars at about midnight. So a literal midnight snack. Since then, I haven't had any food, though. And I haven't had a full meal since 6 or 7, I don't know. But we'll see when I go to play Fortnite in the morning. We'll see if my reaction time is any different. I honestly really like this video idea, because asleep. My brother, the one who typically will be found screaming or making some sort of other noise in all of my videos, or at least in some of them, he's asleep. No noises to be made. So is everyone else, and even the dog. Even the dog is asleep. So, this isn't really good for me, but it is good for ASMR. It's great for this video. So yeah, I'm really probably just gonna be doing a whisper ramble about how I ended up in this situation. And about what it's really like to, be out this late. As you can clearly see, I'm wearing this, dilapidated old tank top, which you'd normally never see me in, but again, it's 3 a.m. So I actually want to talk about, my experience with ASMR. When it comes to tonight and other nights like this when I can't sleep, you're probably wondering, if you even care, you're probably wondering, do you watch ASMR when you can't fall asleep? And to answer that question, yes, because I don't watch ASMR every night to fall asleep, but that's mostly because I fall asleep very fast, very easily most days, and that's how I know that if it's been like 15, 20 minutes and I haven't fallen asleep, I don't think I'm getting to sleep anytime soon. And so, yes, I watched a lot of ASMR tonight. Alas. The calming effects of the ASMR videos were not enough to make me fall asleep. And now I'm here. It's very interesting to be in this situation. Because you'd think that I would be super tired. Not really, you'd think more accurately, I thought I'd be asleep by now. I thought that I'd get to bed at like 1 or 2, and that I would suddenly just crash. But no. I'm still just as wide awake as I have been. You could call this mostly a hand sounds video paired with some whisper rambles. Although I'm going to title the video simply ASMR at 3 a.m. because that's what it is. The current time is, see what time it is, 3:29, so it's just about to hit 3:30, 3:30, 3:30. So that is what it is, that is what it is, that is what it is. ASMR at 3 a.m. And the reason why I didn't do this at 2 a.m. and the reason why I'm not waiting until 4 a.m. is because 3 a.m. is supposed to be like the spooky, scary hour. So I feel like on average, a video of doing ASMR at 3 a.m. would get more clicks, get more views, get more. It would be more successful with the algorithm than a video titled ASMR at 2 a.m. or ASMR at 4 or 5. And honestly, if I'm making ASMR at 5 a.m., that's not even cool anymore. That just means I woke up early. It's nothing special. The last time I was awake at 3, I actually set an alarm for 3 to like wake up at 3, and it was so that I could listen to a Taylor Swift album of all things. But it was because at the time I ran this little school newspaper, unofficial school newspaper. Not like, I wasn't appointed by the school. I just decided to do it with another kid, with another man, if you will, last year in 8th grade. And I would do reviews of different albums. At the time, I gave the Tortured Poets department an 8. It took me a while to stop calling it the Tortured Poets Society. Once I figured it out, I stopped making the Swifties mad. I find that whisper rambles are so much more fun for me to make than anything else. Because if you couldn't tell, I love talking. I absolutely love talking. It's my favorite thing. Favorite thing to do. So yeah. If you're wondering why my videos have been longer, it's because if I do a video on something that I'm interested in, like talking, obviously, or like foreign languages, or a video of like chemicals, which acid-base reactions in water make for some very cool triggers, like, you know what I'm talking about. If anybody's ever made one of those volcanoes with, I think, baking soda and vinegar, right? Just a classic base and acid reacting to make the like baking soda volcano. That makes a sizzling, fizzing. I guess you could say fizzing, yeah, bubbling. And it's the same with citric acid and hydrochloric acid as well. But it's much safer to use vinegar or citric acid than hydrochloric acid, which I have a little handy dandy bottle of hydrochloric acid. It's never been opened. I don't know when I'm gonna open it, but it's not gonna be anytime soon because I don't have, all I have is like gloves, so if it spills, like what exactly am I gonna do? So it just stays sealed for now. But yeah. If anything, I'm noticing a slight difference in the way I talk. Like, I haven't really done enough to know. I haven't like done things that would involve, like, you know, dang, I can't see when I do things that are going to involve, like, good reaction times are going to involve using my brain, exerting. You know what I mean? You get what I mean. You get my drift. Once I have to start actually doing stuff, we'll see if I'm fuzzy, if there's a fog over my brain from not sleeping at all tonight. I hope not, but it's probably going to be there. And if it is, I'll just drink a coffee and go to sleep normally tonight or tomorrow night. I consider it to be, technically, it's tonight. But if you're breaking up days into, if you use sleep to define the boundary between 2 days, I guess you could say it's tomorrow night. But considering I'm not even going back to sleep, it really is just tonight. So as in Thursday night. I'm gonna just go to sleep normally and hope that it works. But yeah, I'd say I'm definitely noticing it now, actually. It's way easier to lose my train of thought. I just keep randomly forgetting what I was talking about. Okay, I think I want to talk about one more thing before I end this video, because we're already almost at like 20 minutes of me just rambling and doing hand sounds, so it's probably boring for a lot of people, especially coming right after that aluminum video. I'm sorry guys, I just wanted to take the opportunity while I was awake at 3 to make a video here in the darkness underneath my bed. So if you guys didn't like this video, I'm sorry, but if you are enjoying it, that's nice. There's probably not going to be many videos like this on my channel, but I have done whisper rambles before. But, I wanted to talk about the language Dutch. I've been learning Dutch for a couple of months now. I don't know, maybe 6 months, maybe a year, somewhere around there. Because, it's a really fun language. And I recently decided to learn the words for, like, elements and chemicals in Dutch. And let me tell you, it's hard not to laugh. Now, if you are watching this video and you speak Dutch, I'm not saying it in an offensive way, or I'm not trying to make fun of the language, but I have always found Dutch to be very funny. Just considering it is just so similar to English, but also just slightly different in ways that just make it funny. Like the fact that certain Dutch words will just be English words, but with an extra vowel. So like instead of problem, they just spell it like problem, but with 2 E's instead of 1. And, it's just one of those things that I find funny. Just because it looks kind of goofy. Again, no offense, but it just does. But I was just looking at some element names, and from what I remember, we've got bromine. Bromine is one of my favorites. I don't have any bromine. If I did, I would pull it out and start tapping on it. But I don't. yes, I know you can't tap on bromine, but like you can tap on an ampule of bromine, go ding 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 ding. But you can't tap on the bromine itself for obvious reasons. Oh god, I just hit the mic. That makes me sad. But yeah, bromine is just boom. It's like BROOM. So it's spelled like broom in English, something that you would use to like sweep the floors with a broom, broom. But it's broom, 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 and it means bromine. I just find that funny, BROOM. And chlorine follows that same pattern. I think it's CHLOOR. Now I don't know about fluorine, iodine. I don't know about the other halogens, but for those two, they have pretty funny names. Mercury. Mercury sounds pretty dang cool in English, although it also happens to be a planet. In Dutch they call it kwik, I think, yeah, kwik, KWIK. And that, I'm pretty sure that came from quicksilver. They used to call it quicksilver. They had many names for mercury back in the day. Hydrargyrum, which just means water silver, and then quicksilver, which essentially boils down to the same thing, silver, but as a liquid. And sorry, still that sickness that I had, which, by the way, it turns out it was sinusitis, so just an infection in the sinuses. So luckily not pneumonia, again, meaning I'm gonna recover very quickly, very easily. I hope. Most likely. But anyway, kwik was the Dutch name for mercury. Which sounds a lot less intimidating than mercury. I hate to say it. As well as... what was that one? What was that other one? Oh yeah, hydrogen. They call that waterstof. Spelled WADERSTOF, which essentially just means water stuff. So like stuff that makes water, which hydrogen has the same meaning. Hydro meaning water, gen meaning like maker of. So really, the English version is just a fancier way of saying water stuff. I still just find that funny. Waterstof. But yeah, I love Dutch, and I've been learning it because when I go to Aruba, which is a Dutch island in the Caribbean, I'm going to be going there in July, so in like 2 months. Actually, more like one and a half months now. I'm going to have to, well, I'm not going to have to speak it. They speak a lot of languages over there, and English is obviously one of them. But I do want to learn it, because Dutch is a fun language. And I love the Netherlands. Especially stroopwafels. I love them. That's actually why I ended up getting so obsessed with the Netherlands. It's because of those stroopwafels. I don't know how I discovered them, but they're amazing. Okay, this has been a long video. What time is it? 3:43. So yeah, I spent about half of the 3 a.m. time period working on this video, or like recording this video for you guys. So it was a pretty long, just whisper, ramble type video, where likely due to the effects of not getting any sleep tonight, I spoke pretty slowly, and there were some long pauses, which is probably why it ended up being so long. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was longer than normal, but at the same time, the aluminum ASMR. The last one was also 23 minutes long. So, you know, maybe this could become the new norm for my videos. We'll see. If all of my videos start becoming 20 minutes long. And if I did decide to do that, by the way, we wouldn't lose any consistency with the uploads. I'd still try to upload at least once a week. Likely 2 times a week, maybe even 3. That's really all I can promise, is that I can upload at least once a week, and you will be seeing consistent uploads once or twice, maybe 3 times a week. But yeah, they might also get longer, like this one and the aluminum one that you've seen. I need to do another ASMR in car. That just reminded me. That might very well may be the next video, by the way. But yeah. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this weird